exactly was it that the president was promising to do the minute he came into office that was going to address all of that? And then when did you, as a reporter at the White House, begin to realize that this isn't exactly, what's happening isn't exactly what's been promised?
Right. In retrospect, what Obama was promising was awfully vague. I think people were projecting onto his promises of change what they wanted to hear, which in some cases was the government was going to stop doing these things. And it looked kind of like that's what those expectations were going to be met in January of 2009. You might remember that the first few things Obama did once he took the oath, after giving this inaugural speech saying we no longer needed to have a trade-off between our values and our security, this false choice was not the way the United States was going to go anymore. He issued executive orders promising greater transparency, closing CIA black site prisons, forbidding torture, saying Guantanamo was going to be closed within a year, and so forth. And it really looked like the war on terror, quote, TM, was over. And so I would say by mid-February 2009, it was clear to me at least that there was going to be much greater continuity than people had thought. And at that point, I remember calling up the White House and saying I was going to write an article saying that there was going to be greater continuity here with Obama's counterterrorism policies than the expectations created by his campaign rhetoric. And they explained, basically, look, we're not going to have a bumper sticker, shoot from the hip, simplistic, ratchet change to the government without really understanding what we're doing. We're going to be deliberate about this. They had gone out to Langley, where the CIA is. They had gone to the Pentagon during the transition, learned from the sort of permanent national security state bureaucracy what the programs were, and they were going to be very careful. And so they were saying to the people on our left who are saying this is a betrayal, give us time, but this doesn't mean that we're signing on to the Bush view of the world. But to the people on the right who are saying this is vindication, we don't buy that either. We're going to chart our own course.